Yeah.
What's going on, guys? It's Zach. We're back in the Thunderdome. Squad goals right here. Got everybody lifting in there. So last week, there was no video. Surprise. So I decided last week, obviously, to do the deload, and I filmed some sets, but I decided not to make a whole video about it. There'll be more opportunities for me to go into a deeper dive about what I did in the deload. But basically, I'll give you guys a quick little rundown of it. Basically, went in and worked between 50 and 70% of my training max. So I was doing 10 reps at 50%, 8 reps at 60%, and 6 reps at 70%. And that was it for my main movements. Just knocked out those sets and then moved on to just some light accessories, to keep the blood moving and everything. And man, what a difference it makes, coming back on this Sunday bench pressing. Everything felt great. Elbows feeling a lot better, joints are feeling a lot better. So I really can't stress enough, if you guys are, if you're beating yourself up in the gym and you're just feeling like shit, don't keep digging. Don't keep digging. Like take a deload week. It's tough to go in there, with the mindset, I'm only lifting 50% of my 1 rep max. It's humbling. But trust me, you're gonna feel so much better the week after, if you do it. So on this day, lifting in the Thunderdome, man, it doesn't get any better than this. Nice fall day. It was nice and cool out, and lifting with John and Felicia, and my brother was doing some pull-ups in the squat rack there, but hit some bench and some overhead press, and everything felt good. Like I said, with the deload week, things, you just come in and you're ready. You're ready to go after it and get that weight back in the bar and kind of start over. So everything moved really well. Here's 135. Moves a little bit slow, but we benched before that. So normally I would do these like Saturday bench, Sunday overhead press, but doing them back to back, just because on Saturday I was hanging out with family and everything. So moving on to Monday, deadlifts. And so when I tend to take like multiple weeks off from deadlifting, even though I did deadlift pretty light last week, I come in and sometimes your form doesn't feel as locked in. It feels like a foreign movement. So I was worried about that going into this session, but everything moved really well. Here's my top set, 390. That moves well. And one thing I'm gonna do now, so with those first 4 or 5 weeks, I was hitting that top set for a single and kind of just hitting it for a single and then moving on to the joker sets, the heavy, the heavier sets. With the next 4 weeks, the last 4 weeks of this training block, what I want to do is really try to go for a rep PR each and every time I hit that training max. So 390, hit it for, end up hitting it for what, triple, I think. I'm just looking at my notes here. Yeah, hit it for a triple. So, that's good. That's great. I mean, I was only hitting it for singles the last 4 weeks. So hitting it for a triple is awesome. Decided to bump it up, went up to 410, hit that for a single, and then 430, hit that for a single. And they all moved relatively well. So deadlift's going real well. Like I've said, just really in the groove and just riding it out. So here you're seeing something I do to warm up for bench press. So really, it's just kind of like a reverse fly with I think those are 3-pound dumbbells, but high reps, like 25 reps, and you're really trying to squeeze and retract your scapula, squeezing those rhomboids, hitting that upper mid back area, and so this is something I've been incorporating since the start of this training block, and it's really helped me, keep my shoulders back, keep my scapula retracted when I'm bench pressing. So this day bench, honestly, bench felt, when I was warming up, bench felt really, really good. And one thing I was trying, as I've, as this cycle has progressed, I've been, you guys know, I've been trying new foot positions and just trying stuff out. So right here, I'm doing like feet flat, and I'm coming down like an inch or two lower on my chest than I normally would. And like I said, I felt good all the way through my warm-ups, but then I got to my top set there at 235, and I think I just was not patient with it. I just rushed it, and the first one didn't feel that great, and then I went for that second one, and just it just got out of the groove, and so what can you do? Still dropped it and got some work in, some extra sets in at 165. I think I did some sets of 7 again. So moving on to Wednesday, squatting, and felt good again. I've really, my squats have been locked in, the deadlifts have been locked in. Stuff moved really, really well. And I've been taking my time warming up for squats, because I don't want to get hurt. So I've been really taking my time, the bar, taking the bar for 15 to 20, 95 for 10 to 12, 135, as many. I do when I warm up, I do as many as I need, as many reps as I need to get warm. You got to feel it out. Don't go into your warm up sets and say, oh yeah, I'm gonna hit 10. Like, I'm absolutely gonna hit 10. No, like, do it until you're warm. Really feel it out. I tend to go a little bit slower with my warm ups. Definitely slower on the descent in the squat, and then really try to drive and explode and move that weight fast on the way up. So here's my top set, 370, and hit this for a double, and it moved pretty well. Was pretty sore from deadlifting and hitting hammies on Monday, which is something I was dealing with the first 5 weeks, and so I'm pretty sure it's going to be something I'm dealing with for these last few weeks. But again, everything, I dropped it back down to 260 for 7s, and I was dying, and I went beltless. For that, and it was a good cardio workout. 3 sets of 7 at 260. But yeah, just really trying to drive my knees out, and utilize my hammies and my hips. Moving on to Friday, the second squat session of the week, and again, everything felt pretty good. I was a little bit sore from Wednesday, definitely, but I took my time warming up, and 315 moved really fast, and was feeling really good until I hit my working sets at 370, and hit it for a double, which is good. I hit it for a double Wednesday, but just kind of felt something tweak in my on the right side of my lower back, my very high glute / lower back area. It's just a little tender now, and I didn't really, I ended up doing a drop set, and it didn't really hurt, but I was hitting arms after squatting, and it really started to tighten up. So we're gonna have to see going into next week, how it's gonna feel over the weekend, and what I'm gonna have to do to kind of recuperate. Hopefully it's something just pretty minor, but that's going to do it for this week's training update, guys. If you're liking the content, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I will see you guys next week. Peace.